This is going to feel a little too personal. Not because I know you, but because somehow this message already does. Sit with this for a moment. How are you when no one is watching? Not the version you show outside, but the one that exists in silence. Because somewhere, you've been carrying something quietly. A thought you keep avoiding. A feeling you don't fully understand. A weight that doesn't leave even when everything looks fine. And this, right here, is not random. This is a reminder. A reminder of how you were meant to live before the noise, before the pressure, before the constant need to hold everything together. You've learned how to act right, how to say the right things, how to appear calm, composed, in control. But inside, it doesn't always feel that way, does it? There's a difference between showing care and actually feeling it. There's a difference between being present and just being there. Deep down, you already know which one you've been doing. Pause for a second. If you strip away expectations, people, pressure, fear, who are you really? Don't answer quickly. Let that question sit. Because clarity doesn't come from rushing. It comes from being honest. And honesty is uncomfortable. It shows you the patterns you keep repeating, the choices you keep justifying, the things you know are not right, but still continue. Look at your life right now. Is this something you've been tolerating even though you know it's slowly draining you? You don't have to explain it here, but if something comes to your mind instantly, just drop a small "I know" in the comment section below. Not for validation, but as a signal to yourself that you're aware. Because awareness changes everything. Some things in your life don't need more patience. They need distance. And some things, no matter how small, are still worth holding on to with everything you have. But when your mind is constantly distracted, you stop seeing the difference. That's where confusion begins. And slowly, you move further away from who you were meant to be. Not in one big mistake, but in small, unnoticed shifts, like a path that feels right in the beginning, but takes you somewhere you never intended to go. That's why this moment matters. Not to change everything instantly, but to bring you back, even slightly to the right direction. Because even the smallest correction can change where you end up. If this message is hitting somewhere deep, don't ignore that feeling. Stay with it. As you all know, we don't run ads here, and just pure, uninterrupted messages. If our videos ever helped you, even a little, if you truly connect with this kind of content and want to support us, there's a link in the pinned comment section below. You can support us on Ko-fi through monthly or one time. Even $5 makes a real difference. Only if it genuinely feels right to you. No pressure. Your presence already means a lot. Just don't scroll away. What you're about to understand now is something most people spend their entire lives missing. You don't lack love. You've just learned how to perform it. There's a version of you that knows exactly how to act right, how to say the right things, how to appear kind, calm, and understanding. But real love isn't built in front of people. It reveals itself in silence, in the moments when no one is watching, no one is judging, and no one is keeping track. That's where truth lives. And if you're being honest, you already know the difference. Think about this for a second. When was the last time you did something purely from the heart, without expecting anything back, without thinking how it would look? Take a moment. If something came to your mind, hold on to that feeling. Because that's real. Everything else is just layers you've built over time. Layers of approval, expectation, fear of being misunderstood. And slowly, those layers start covering who you truly are. This is where the shift begins. Not by forcing yourself to become perfect, but by becoming real again. Because real connection doesn't come from impressing people. It comes from being aligned within. But here's something you might not want to hear. You can't live honestly if you keep being neutral about the things that are quietly destroying you. Some habits, some patterns, some environments, they don't deserve your tolerance. They need your awareness and your distance. Ask yourself this. Is there something in your life right now that you keep justifying even though you know it's not right? Don't overthink. Whatever came first, that's your answer. You don't have to share details, but if you felt that question hit somewhere deep, just write clear in the comment, not for anyone else, but as a small step of honesty with yourself. Because the moment you stop ignoring what's wrong, you naturally start valuing what's right. And that's rare. Genuine goodness, peace, clarity, these things don't stay where there is constant confusion. They stay where there is intention. And once you begin to hold on to that, even in small ways, your life starts shifting quietly. Not dramatically, but deeply. Like a seed growing under the soil. Invisible at first, but powerful enough to break through when the time comes. You won't even realize when it starts changing you. Your reactions will feel lighter, your thoughts will feel clearer, and the things that once controlled you will slowly lose their grip. This is where everything begins, not outside, but within you. And once that begins, it doesn't stay limited to you. It starts reflecting in the way you treat people, the way you show up, the way you exist in the lives around you. Stay with this, because it goes deeper. Once something shifts within you, it doesn't stay hidden. It begins to reflect in the way you connect with people around you. Not as an effort, but as a natural extension of who you're becoming. You stop seeing people as competition and start seeing them as part of your journey. Because deep down, everyone is fighting something you can't see. And suddenly, your reactions change. You become softer, but not weaker. More understanding, but not naive. More present, but not lost. Let me ask you something. When you walk into a room, do you look for attention or do you bring value into that space? Sit with that for a second, because there's a difference. One drains you, the other builds you. Most people want to be noticed, respected, validated. But very few focus on becoming someone who gives respect, who lifts others, who creates a space where people feel seen. And that shift changes every relationship in your life, not instantly, but deeply. Because people don't remember what you say, they remember how they feel around you. Now pause again. Think about the people closest to you. Do they feel peace around you or pressure? Do they feel understood or judged? No need to answer out loud. Just notice what comes up. And if this made you reflect, type working on it in the comment. Not as a promise to anyone else, but as a quiet commitment to yourself. Because growth isn't loud, it's subtle. It shows in small changes, in the way you respond instead of react, in the way you listen instead of interrupt. But there's something that slowly kills this growth, and most people don't even realize it. You start with energy, with clarity, with intention, and then slowly, things don't go the way you expected. Disappointments, misunderstandings, people not valuing you, the way you expected. Slowly, that inner fire begins to fade. Not all at once, but little by little. You become tired, then distant, then disconnected. Be honest, have you felt that recently? That drop in energy, that loss of spark, that feeling of what's the point? If yes, you're not alone. But here's what you need to understand. That fire was never meant to stay strong on its own. It needs to be protected, not by forcing yourself to feel motivated, but by reconnecting with what actually matters. Because when you lose that connection, everything starts feeling heavy, even simple things. When you reconnect, even difficult things feel meaningful. That's the difference. So instead of asking, why am I feeling like this? Ask yourself, what have I disconnected from? That one question can bring you back faster than anything else. Because the moment you reconnect, the fire doesn't need to be forced. It returns quietly, steadily, naturally. And once it's back, you don't just exist anymore. You start living again. But this is where things get even deeper, because the next shift is the hardest one for most people. This is where most people stop growing, not because they don't understand it, but because it asks something difficult. It asks you to let go, not of people, but of what they did to you. And that's where resistance begins, because some wounds don't feel small. They stay in your thoughts, in your reactions, in the way you trust or don't trust anymore. Right now, there's probably someone in your mind, someone who didn't just disappoint you, but change something inside you. Take a moment, don't push that thought away. Face it, because avoiding it hasn't made it lighter. It has only kept it alive. Now ask yourself honestly, are you still carrying that moment even today? If yes, you already know how heavy it feels. Here's something most people won't tell you. Holding on to hurt feels like control, but it's actually a chain. It keeps you connected, not to the person, but to the pain. The longer you hold it, the more it shapes you. Your reactions, your trust, your peace. Everything starts revolving around something that already happened. Think about that. Something from the past still decides how you feel today. Does that feel fair to you? You don't have to answer anyone. But if that realization hit you, just type letting go in the comment. Not as a final step, but as a beginning. Because letting go doesn't mean what happened was okay. It means you're choosing yourself over that pain. You're choosing peace over replaying the same moment again and again. And yes, it's not easy. Your mind will resist. It will remind you of everything they did, every word, every action. But you have to understand this. Reacting is not weakness, it's control. Real strength is not in getting even. It's in not becoming what hurts you. Because the moment you respond with the same negativity, you don't win. You just become a part of the same cycle. You were never meant for that. You were meant to rise above it, to choose a response. That doesn't come from anger, but from awareness. That doesn't come from ego, but from clarity. In your recent life, was there a moment where you reacted and later felt you could have handled it better? Don't justify it, just observe it. Because that awareness is where real change begins. You don't need to fix everything at once. You just need to become conscious of how you're responding. Slowly, those reactions will start changing. Not forced, but naturally. Because once you stop feeding negativity, it starts losing power over you. When that happens, you don't just feel lighter, you feel free. But there's still one thing left, something even deeper than this. And that's where everything finally comes together. Now everything comes down to this. After everything you've understood, everything you felt, there's one final choice left. What kind of person are you going to become from here? Because life will not suddenly become perfect. People will still misunderstand you. Situations will still test you. There will still be moments where it feels unfair. But the difference is, you don't have to become hard just because life gets hard. You don't have to lose your calm just because others lose theirs. You don't have to carry darkness just because you've experienced it. This is where most people change in the wrong way. They start closing themselves off. They become distant, cold, careful. With everything, slowly, they lose the very thing that made them special. Don't let that happen to you. Stay grounded, stay aware, stay real. Not because the world deserves it, but because that's who you're meant to be. Let me ask you something. After everything you've been through, do you still believe in staying genuine? Or have you started changing just to protect yourself? Be honest. If a part of you still wants to stay real, still wants to stay kind, still wants to grow without losing yourself, just write, "I choose better," in the comment, and not as a statement to others, but as a quiet decision within. Because in the end, life is not about what happened to you. It's about what you choose to become because of it. No matter how much negativity exists around you, it doesn't get the final say. You do. Through your choices, your actions, your awareness, every single day. So choose wisely. Choose growth. Choose clarity. Choose peace. Even when it's difficult. Because that's where real strength lives. When you start living like this, you won't just see change in your life. You'll become the reason change happens around you. Take a moment. Feel what you're feeling right now. Don't ignore it. Because this wasn't just a video, it was a reminder. And maybe exactly the one you needed today.